You can pick up a camera and make a record of people, places, and things in your everyday life. You can take snapshots of events like your child's first birthday or your family's summer vacation. But it takes a trained photographer to go above and beyond just snapping pictures. A trained photographer uses creativity as well as a highly technical skill set to record his or her world in a way that is unique and often unexpected. Good photographers make us see things in a new and different way. Kathy O'Brien was that kind of photographer. She loved all aspects of photography, and it showed in her work. She shared her enthusiasm for the medium with others through teaching. Kathy taught color processing and printing at Nashville State Community College for 12 years. During that time, she attracted many students to the program whose reputation she helped build. Through the years, she nurtured many student photographers who are now successful professionals. In 2002, Kathy passed away from breast cancer. In order to honor her as a gifted photographer and devoted teacher, an endowment was established in her memory. The Kathy O'Brien Memorial Scholarship helps outstanding photography students as they pursue their academic goals. In partnership with the college's Visual Communications Department, the Nashville State Community College Foundation hosted a photography show to raise funds for this scholarship. The event took place in the Ed Clark Gallery at the college. Faculty and staff, along with current and former students, presented a collection of their photographs that were auctioned. The proceeds of the sales went to the Kathy O'Brien Scholarship Fund.
The Kathy O'Brien Scholarship is a scholarship that was set up after one of our longtime faculty members, Kathy O'Brien, passed away from cancer. She was a very loved professor, and in order to honor her, the scholarship was set up. Last year, we realized that there was not enough money in the endowment fund to be able to actually offer scholarships. So we started trying to raise additional funds so that we could offer scholarships to students who would be eligible for it.
We were going to have a faculty show, and Emily, who was the program coordinator at the time, said, why don't we just put the pictures for sale and give the money to the scholarship fund? And so it's like, oh, well, that's a no-brainer. That's a great idea. So at that point, I decided to contact mostly Kathy's students, the students that Kathy had taught, people that she had inspired, and I just got on the phone. Nobody turned me down. Everybody said, anything you want, I'll give you. And it just snowballed from there, and we got this great response. We put together this in conjunction with the scholarship office, or the fundraising office. We put together a show, and it just was an incredible success. I think we made close to $4,000, and were able to give 2 scholarships a semester. So it was a great success, and we hope to do it again. When we decided to establish the scholarship, we just wanted it to be for a good student. We didn't want it to be need-based. We wanted it to be talent-based. But we also wanted to make sure the student was trying for an associate's degree and was taking at least 12 hours. We wanted to have a concentration in photography, of course, and we just wanted them to send us an essay that told why that they felt like they wanted this scholarship. And then, of course, we wanted to have a good grade average. I think it's a 3.5 grade average is what we wanted them to pursue and to keep throughout, their school. And that way, we're going to get somebody that's really interested and that really wants to use photography and to pursue it as a career, and somebody that will take advantage of everything that we've got to offer here.
I've been around photography my whole life. My dad has done it since he was a teenager. And so I got my first film camera several years ago, and since we travel a lot, I've been playing around with it for a long time. People started telling me I had a good eye. So when I took a year off school, I was at a party photographing my brother's band, and I realized that I enjoyed it enough that I could probably make a career out of it. So that's when I decided to start looking into photography schools and majoring in photography. I chose to take classes at Nashville State because anyone I asked about photography programs in this area, they told me that Nashville State was probably one of the best, and it just seemed like a good fit for me.
Our photography program at Nashville State has two different components. We offer a technical certificate and an associate's degree. Students who graduate with our technical certificate should have the technical skills to be able to succeed in an entry-level position in photography, either working in a lab or assisting a photographer. Students who graduate with our associate's degree are going to have a higher skill set. They're going to be better trained to either assist a photographer. A lot of our graduates go out and work for themselves when they graduate, or they're qualified to work in a lab as well.
The Kathy O'Brien Scholarship has helped me a lot financially. Like I said, photography can get to be really expensive, and it's allowed me to buy supplies that I wouldn't have been able to afford otherwise, like nicer paper in the darkroom, and some film can be well over $20 a roll, like the color infrared film, and fixing to do a project in that, which I probably couldn't have done if I didn't have the money from the scholarship. Receiving it has meant a lot to me because it's like an affirmation that I'm kind of going along the right path. And I think in the future, when I look back on it, it'll be something that has been really important to helping me accomplish my career goals as far as putting it on my resume and things like that.
Kathy passed away of breast cancer, and I guess it was about 5 years ago. And we were just all so sad and just could not stand the thought of her being forgotten, because she raised this program from, just kind of existing to this wonderful group of people that loved working together. The students loved being here. Our attendance rose with her encouragement, and we just felt like that a scholarship would be something that would be long lasting, and that would be indicative of who she was, and because she was this school, she loved it, and so we felt like that would be the best way to honor her.
In working here, I've just heard so many wonderful things about her that I feel like I know her, and from what I understand, that's kind of what Kathy was about. She is known to have a great, outgoing, wonderful personality that students just kind of were attracted to. And so I feel very fortunate to be following in her footsteps and working in the color photography lab and trying to maintain her legacy at Nashville State.
I've used this word so much, but Kathy was so enthusiastic. She absolutely loved what she did, and it was just a joy to be around her and to just get a little bit of her love for the work and for teaching and for being in the lab. I've never seen anyone that loved to be in the lab more than she did. She loved color, she loved black and white, she loved to print, and she loved to shoot. And bottom line, it was just her love and her enthusiasm that was that I think moved everyone.
Thanks for joining me for today's show. I hope you've been inspired to create, whether it be with words or with pictures. Go ahead, take a chance. Who knows where it will take you? Maybe it will lead you here.